and her, bringing you News 15, 5 o'clock. Here bringing you global news worldwide. Now, you might live in a civilized area, and that's okay because I'm here to tell you about the news that you might not have heard about. Let's start with the weather. You know, weather's always important. So on Monday and Tuesday, it will be raining. And I know it's a downer, but it gets really good. Just trust me. The temperature is 78 degrees Fahrenheit and 68, and 70 degrees Fahrenheit on Tuesday. Wednesday and Thursday will be partly cloudy, with Wednesday 73 degrees Fahrenheit and Thursday 74 degrees Fahrenheit. Friday and Saturday will be 78 degrees Fahrenheit and 79 degrees Fahrenheit. And on Sunday, it will be very sunshiny and it will be in the 80s, 83 degrees Fahrenheit. That is great. Well, I'm going to tell you that these coats you will be wearing will not be necessary because, you know, 80 degrees is getting a little hot here. And, please excuse me. I'm sorry for that interruption. You know, it's my boss, and I really need to take care of it. But, some shocking news, some astonishing news, actually. It's very touching. And the Articles of Confederation, they don't exist anymore. They're now replaced by 2 documents. They're replaced now by the Constitution and the Bill of Rights. Yeah. There are now 3 branches of government. There's not a monarchy anymore. Yeah, it's pretty exciting. I mean, yeah. There's now they have the preamble and 7 articles and 27 amendments. It's pretty amazing. Come on, let's talk about the Constitution. Let's talk about the judicial branch. Alright, sorry, my notes are a little confusing. So what the judicial branch does is they interpret the law. And they hold office. They can hold office for life. I mean, that's pretty cool if you think about it. There are 9 justices, and usually they can get up to 150 cases a year, 5,000 requests. So that's a lot. The sessions go from October to June. And there are no qualifications, really. There's a new thing called checks and balances. They are there because if something goes wrong, there's always a back door. So I will tell you something about the president, the first president, which is the executive branch. Let me go get him. My fellow friend, George Washington. He's a great man. He's a great man. Now, let's talk about the executive branch. Now, tell me, George, what are some things, like what can you do with the president branch, the executive?
Well, we have the power to veto a bill.
Now, what does vetoing a bill mean? Does that mean to not pass it?
Yes, that is the correct one, her.
Let's keep going. What else can you do?
Well, I can make treaties.
Oh, that's great.
That's very important.
That is very important for our country's security.
I'm also the commander-in-chief. of the armed forces.
Well, we all know that you're a great army guy.
Thank you, ma'am. I can also grant pardons and impeach people.
Yeah. That is very amazing.
Yes, it is.
Is that all? Is that all for today, George?
Yes, thank you for having me on your show.
Thank you for coming. It is a pleasure. Please give a round of applause for George. I have to walk him out. Sorry. Excuse me for this interruption. Now, let me talk about the last branch, the legislative branch. The people who made this thought this would be the most important branch. It is divided into 2 houses, and they're very important houses. Their primary roles are to make laws, control the purse, and investigate. The Senate is the supreme body in the legislative branch. They confirm treaties. They confirm and they make treaties, and they have lengthy deliberation. They have a 6-year term. 2 members are from each state. Now, this is from the 17th Amendment. The House of Representatives is the lower house, and that is where they have 2-year terms, and this is determined by the population. Now let's talk about let's talk about the amendments. So now we have amendments, and they give us rights, right? Let's just talk about amendment number 2. Just a random one. We have the right now to bear arms, which means we can protect ourselves with a certain gun so that we will be protected. Let's talk about the 5th Amendment. This is where you can plead to yourself that you don't want to say anything or harm against you. And now the 13th Amendment makes sure that slavery does no longer come back. There's now the Bill of Rights. A bill is basically a law, and how it becomes a law is that the president has to approve it. And if the president doesn't approve it, it's called veto. And he makes sure that it doesn't go through. But because of checks and balances, there is a way for it to pass. And that means three-fourths of the court, they have to make sure it's okay. And, yeah, that is all I have today. And that the reason why we have no monarchy is because we didn't want to have a bunch of different languages and coin, and yeah, it's just really amazing having this Constitution. Yes, thank you for watching. News 15 concluded.